here in the north, this is the land of Vikings. And with the Yaller horn bellowing throughout US Bank Stadium, a Nordic nation of 70,000 strong rises up with a cry of Skol to usher two teams into battle. Up next, let's keep it in the NFC for this game. It's the Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles and the Minnesota Vikings. Jake Elliott is out, ready to kick this one away. And off we go from Minneapolis. Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Well, here come the Vikings, taking the field for their first drive of the game. And leading them in his pseudo-rookie season after that injury cost him last year, the 10th overall pick in our 2024 draft, J.J. McCarthy.
All JJ has ever done in his career, no matter where he's been, is win. And there is something to that. I know at times it's hard to measure how much of it was him, how much of it the people around him. Most importantly, just ask his teammates over the years. They love playing with him. That is a characteristic that's important, and I don't think talked about enough, Kate. Do your guys in the huddle want to play for you? Do they believe in you? Everywhere JJ has been, he's lit up that huddle, and success has followed.
In there to haul it in. And a gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face third down.
That's the defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Going on third, McCarthy. Taken in by Addison, left side. And this spot is going to be close, but he does not have that first. They're going to face 4th and short.
A 4-yard gain.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Now we'll see Ryan Wright come on for the Vikings to punt this away on 4th. Fair catch the signal, and he brings it in at the 23. So here are the Eagles now for their first drive. And they're led out by the newly minted Super Bowl champion, now in his 6th season, Jalen Hurts.
He just missed that Super Bowl a couple years ago, but Hurts and those Eagles, they got it last year, Kate. And remember, he was the MVP in that win, and kind of like he was all season. He's just a stabilizing force. He makes people around him better. He's a Super Bowl champ to boot.
Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. That's him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest and gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. On the play fake, it's Hurts. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Hurts gets it out wide, complete. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
They'll come up 1st and 10. They go play action. Here's Hurts. He's got some air under this one, deep down the middle. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit complete. Went for that big shot. They wanted to get that highlight the first time they touched the football.
Yeah, this group likes to be aggressive. An early incompletion's not going to deter them. Sharpshooters, they don't stop shooting threes because of one brick, and they won't stop pushing this ball down the field either.
Hurts throwing again. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll get this through the midfield stripe and starts pushing into Vikings territory.
You know, these running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're running it, or in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. You don't get somebody close to him, that throw is headed his way.
7th play of the drive. They've been moving it well. This is 3rd and 6. And again, here's Hurts. Complete beyond the marker. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for an Eagles first down. Well, when your opponent fails to act, Brock, you want to capitalize, right? And they are moving like a team ready to provide us with our first points of this game.
Yeah, pretty lackluster start there, Kate, from their opponents. You got a golden opportunity to immediately take control as they convert to stay on the field.
Catch is made in close. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
From the red zone now. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Dallas Goedert, the touchdown! Well, no hesitations to start this one out, Brock. These guys came out slinging it. Seems like that's going to be what their offense leans on throughout this game.
Yep, don't see really any reason to get away from it as long as the results keep coming. The second drive, I think we'll all be watching that one. Will they mix in a little bit more run? Will they have to mix in more run, or could they continue to just shred this defense through the air?
Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. Well, you can't do that. Got to avoid hitting the kicker. And because of that, the kickoff will be coming from midfield. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Minnesota all set to go for its second drive. They didn't start the game off like they wanted, Brock. Still searching for that opening first down as they take the field a second time. On play action now, McCarthy. Caught by the open man. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down.
Kate, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
A give to Mason. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Running once more with Mason. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3.
Gain of 7.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets them just as many yards as a short completion would have.
Eagles with an extra man in the secondary for this 3rd down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Throwing the out route complete. And they're on him to send him out right point before he gets to that 30-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Kate, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. Without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page, because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
Completed to his running back. And this one doesn't go far.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. But one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
This is Mason on second down. And their next snap is coming from that red zone as he reaches the 14. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. He takes it himself. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Vikings reach pay dirt for the first time this game. J.J. McCarthy, the touchdown. At this distance, a very dangerous player on any pass play because, Brock, as he's scanning the field to throw for the end zone, he's looking for an avenue to run it too.
Kate, this is exactly why it's never been harder to play defense in the NFL. The precision and the execution in the passing game, the efficiency has never been better. But then when you do cover it up, you got guys like this who can scramble and make you pay with their legs.
Record there to tack on the extra point. And the Vikings tie this game 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. Xavier Gibson now to return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Eagles and Saquon Barkley ready to take over once again. And he sure has proven to be a handful for him, grabbing their attention as a runner, but actually doing a good bit of damage as part of the team's passing game, too. 1st and 10. Here's Hurts. Finds him on the crossing route. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
I think the defense is still turned around looking for where the ball is. Because that QB and tight end, they got that ball out in a hurry.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Hurts now from the gun. Now here he goes. And Hurts gives himself up after getting that first down.
A gain of 7. 1st down, Eagles.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Putting the tight end in motion. 1st down, a run with Barkley. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Here's 2nd and 14. It's a screen to Barkley. He breaks the tackle, and he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, These little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
On third down, it's Hurts. This is complete. Downfield to Smith. He does it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles break the tie here in the first. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket, but sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles take the lead here, 14-7 in the first.
Vikings 7.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff.
For Philadelphia.
This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. This makes it up to the 25. The Vikings offense back to the field now. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Mason gets it from the gun. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Call it no gain on that run, and they face second and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at the 24-yard line.
And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the first quarter. It's a 14-7 game. More from US Bank Stadium after the break. We're ready now for the second quarter to begin. Vikings in control of it. They still have 10 to go here. It's second down. Walking the tightrope there, but he makes the grab and bounds.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Short yardage situation here. It's third and 2. And the shotgun, McCarthy. Oh, he's going to run for it. And McCarthy slides to the ground here, but not before picking up the first.
It's a gain of 11. And the Vikings first down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Mason trying left side. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on first down. Following the play, one of the Vikings in some distress as they hurry the medical staff out to look at him. Now this offense without an injured Mason. And on to fill in for him as the head of the ground game, at least for the moment, is Jordan Mason. We've got a screen to the running back. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Here they come. This is third and 5. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. That one's caught by Jefferson. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35. Minnesota first
And the
down.
Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Now give it to Mason. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Now McCarthy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's McCarthy. Escapes the pocket. And McCarthy slides to the ground here, but not before picking up the first.
It's a gain of 18. That's another Vikings first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
On 1st down, it's Mason. Gets to space right side. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Play action, McCarthy. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Minnesota! The Vikings can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. Quite the strike to his tight end, and the patience he showed waiting for that to break open. That was awesome, and it's rewarded with 6.
You know, it should be simple, Kate, right? In philosophy, it should be simple. Just plaster that big guy. Throw bodies at him in coverage, but stopping a tight end near the end zone is anything but simple with how deceptively good they are as route runners and finding that football when it arrives.
Reichert on for the point after.
For the extra point.
Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Vikings tie things up at 14. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Gibson now to return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Eagles and receiver Devontae Smith returning to the field. And with each team coming off a touchdown and scoring well early on, we've got the makings of a barn burner here, Brock, if they can keep this up.
Yeah, and as a quarterback, as an offense, it doesn't mean you over-try, but you just know, hey, man, our defense having a hard time slowing them down, and we've got to step on that accelerator.
Nearly starts the drive with a first down run. Stopped a yard short, gain of 9.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
Well, after a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that first down. Play action, Hurts has it. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So now they have 3rd and short.
and less
No
than a
surprise to
yard.
see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long. But finally, this defense has an answer.
It's a sneak, Hurts. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. And when you got a tough QB that wants to put it on his shoulders, you sign up for it.
Hurts on first down. Has him on a quick hitter. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Barkley trying this up the gut. And he's going to go down right along midfield stripe. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
All set up now for 1st and 10. They go to Barkley again. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet. But if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Shotgun snap for Hurts. He puts some air under it deep down the left. He's got it inside the 10. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles take a 2nd quarter lead. A.J. Brown, the touchdown.
There are a couple different ways now you can win on a fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body, try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, well, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Eagles break that tie and now lead by 7.
Vikings 14.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. Making some progress here. And this gets out to the 30 before he stopped. The Vikings and their QB J.J. McCarthy returning to the field on offense. And we've seen some matching touchdowns as of late, so the scoring coming at a good clip, Brock. Let's see if they can keep this up.
You know what's fun, Kate? After all of these years, I have friends that are offensive guys, friends that are defensive guys. And my friends watching this one offensively love it. The defensive guys, they're climbing up their walls. Sometimes the surprises work out for a nice game. And sometimes, well, those surprises, they don't surprise anybody, and you're left hoping your running back just gets up.
Open ahead in the right direction and save this drive early. Here's 2nd and 13. McCarthy throwing here. Deep down the right sideline. It's his running back making the catch. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone.
And this time, they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. So a crazy first half has finally reached the 2-minute warning. The Vikings trailing on the scoreboard. Second down and 19 yards to go after that sack. Trying again following the sack. We'll just huck this one into row C, and some lucky fan is going to haul in a heck of a souvenir.
Incomplete.
Looking for his wide receiver there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Well, this has been a tough series. Sacked on the first down play, forced to throw it away right there, an awfully difficult 3rd down now staring you in the face.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Here's McCarthy. He lofts it deep left. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Intended for Justin
Trying to find Justin Jefferson.
Incomplete.
So that brings up 4th and long.
Results in a 4th down.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit, Kate. You get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
And that one drawn up to perfection. They're going to down this one at the 5-yard line. The Eagles and quarterback Jalen Hurts ready to go once more on offense. And he sure has put on that chef's hat to dice up their defense early in this one. Quite the appetizer that he's prepared to what could be a great overall performance. Taking the deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He's going to pull this one down and run with it. And into the slide he goes after a gain of close to 5, Brock. That will bring up 3rd down.
I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield, get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
Hurts with it on 3rd and short. Skips it short of his man. That brings up 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Now on 4th down, on comes Braden Mann to boot this away for the Birds. And he gets it away from his end zone. Fair catch is made, a yard or 2 short of midfield. The Vikings with the football here late in the half. And with all their timeouts remaining, Brock, they may be able to put a little something together here before halftime. First play in the drive. Here's Mason. And he's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Here's McCarthy on 1st and 10. Steps up and he's running with it. Timeout taken by the offense. They're 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
When a play breaks down, every once in a while, you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on that ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that one.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Now here he goes again. And there's that slide at the end, Brock. Good decision-making there as he picks up close to 8 on that run.
8 yards on the pickup.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing he woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep him moving forward.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Here's McCarthy to throw. Oh, he's going for it again. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up first and goal. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now.
First down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Not much time left in the half, so the kicking team out on first down. Angling this one in from the right hash, the challenge here. Reichert connects there. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Okay, that's just an excellent play call to get a chunk of yards and set up that field goal before halftime. Job well done.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. They'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to it. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. All right, no more excitement here in this first half. He kneels this one down. Both teams head to the locker room. So we have a 1-score game here at the break. Now it's time for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Scott Hansen, take it away.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
All right, Scott, thanks so much. We are back, and this one's shaping up to be an exciting one. Very close game, Brock, as we start our third quarter. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And this drive will start inside the 25. So to begin the third quarter, the Eagles offense returning to the field. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Kate, you know exactly what term I think of in a spot like this. Sticking his face in the fan. Because there are a lot of bigger bodies for a corner to sort through right there in the middle of the field. But he still charged in, made that stop happen, and I promise you, his teammates notice.
First play of the drive, lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. Second down. Hurts setting up to throw. Setting up the screen. And he's going to be pushed out up near that 40-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
From the pistol, Hurts. This is Brown, and he's got it downfield. And some excellent work on this play. It takes him a while to get to him downfield.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside. Look elementary, Kate, and that's not easy. The placement, excellent. And it helps set his target up to put some more yards on that stat sheet.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. On first down, Hurts. Completed to his running back. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them first and goal.
Philadelphia.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. On the play fake, it's Hurts. This one's caught.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over.
Second and goal at the 9-yard line.
Still set up at the 9. It's second and goal. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into 3rd and goal.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, and instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties, to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that runner.
Defense bringing in a 5th DB, 3rd and goal. Hurts now from the gun. And he has it in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles grow the lead coming out of halftime. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups, and when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles drive their lead to 11.
28, Vikings 17. Jake Elliott.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Dukes out a 1-stop. He's stopped on the run back of the 27. The Minnesota offense ready to set up shop again. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw on their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. It's McCarthy. He's got a man left. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They give to Mason running right. And his drive forward halted after a couple of yards. Stopped on the play by Zadarius Smith.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and
2. 3rd and just 2 to go. From the shotgun, McCarthy. They'll make a bid for it on the ground. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the 1st.
For Vikings, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Well, I can promise you, that was the goal from the moment he took off. He kept his eyes locked on the chains, and it's almost like he had a spidey sense. He knew exactly where to get in order to move the sticks and get that critical 1st down.
This is Jefferson, and he's got it. He's going to have this one down to the 28. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
That's another Vikings 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Throwing on 1st, it's McCarthy. Goes right back to Jefferson, complete. And he takes it in for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings start the 2nd half with some needed points. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Now McCarthy and the Vikings getting all set for the 2-point attempt.
The Vikings will...
He's throwing for it! And he goes down. The pressure gets home, and they will not take another 2 off that lead.
You go with what you think is your best option. There they felt like it was going to be a pass, but sometimes it simply doesn't work.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Eagles and quarterback Jalen Hurts ready to go once more on offense. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. Going to go with Barkley on the counter. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Good defensive tackles in this league, Kate. They can take up a couple blockers. Great defensive tackles. Well, they stuff the stat sheet just like that, knocking that run backwards before it could get started.
Headed in reverse so far. Time to shift into drive. Here's 2nd and 14. Here's Hurts. Short pass brought in. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Now Hurts. This one's caught. Smith has it. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
And an Eagle first down.
Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
And he gives himself up after a short game.
That is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Hurts gets it out wide, complete. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
First down, Philadelphia.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Hurts on first down. Has him on the quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes, you can get to win-win.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. From the 42. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And the Eagles hold an 11-point advantage. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Bronk. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Eagles push the lead up to 12.
35, Vikings 23. Jake Elliott.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Has this at the 6. Good work so far. He's got room. So they're going to begin from the 36 as he's brought down. The Vikings and their QB J.J. McCarthy returning to the field on offense. And this is the type of game that's going to get people talking when people look at the numbers that he's posted running with it. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. He's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when you saw the field. It's going to be second down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Second down, McCarthy to pass. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled. The catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. He's going to loft one deep to the left. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
Pick it up, you're embarrassing them. Do it better. Paying attention.
The Vikings getting their punt team out. Ryan Wright's the one to send it away. Fair catch made, a little beyond the 20-yard line. Philadelphia getting ready to go on offense. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. They'll start this one out with Barkley. And all he can get is 1 yard, ran that right into the defensive front.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Here's another carry for Barkley. And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. Call it a gain of 6, and they need only 2 now on third down.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Trying to get in with the option here. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Ivan Pace on the tackle. An 8-yard pickup. First down, Eagles.
3 quarters in the books from this one. The Eagles have the football, and with that lead, might have a win in just a little while, too. Markers reset, ball at the 37. First down, a run with Barkley. And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Completed over the middle. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Given 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
Do better than this. Come on, guys, what are you doing?
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. They go play action. Here's Hurts. Hauled in by Goddard, left side. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards.
First down.
And that's good for an Eagles first down.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
He keeps it and takes off. They get 19, and now they're going to have first and goal.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
As much as you'd like to find a completion and get the ball out of your hands, when a play breaks down, you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on his ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that.
And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Hey, I get it on first and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Now it's second and goal from the 1. It's Barkley again. And he gets nothing here. The defense stands strong.
Okay, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for third and goal. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Chased out to his right. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles make it a 3-score game in the 4th. Jalen Hurts with the touchdown.
Okay, we talked to enough coaches over the years, and find me a good red zone offense, and typically you'll find me a good creative quarterback, one that can extend a play, use his legs as effectively as he can his arm.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Eagles go up by 19.
42, Vikings 23. Jake Elliott to kick off.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Vikings now set to take the field. And scoring hasn't been the issue for him, Brock, but it has been impossible to hold pace with the offense on the other side of this football field.
And we know they can't get this all back in one play, but they better do it with a sense of urgency.
Great defensive effort to reject that one. So that brings up second down.
You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
From the 24 once again, it's second and 10. McCarthy throwing here. He's keeping it, and he gives himself up after a short gain.
Tick, tick, tick. Tick-tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
So now here's 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Caught out left. And he has it right near midfield here. It's like about a yard short. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
From the gun, Neeson. Good running here on first down as he works his way forward for about 8.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on second down. Another run for Mason. He still has room inside the 30. And he gets this solo inside the red zone, down at the 19. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down.
First down.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run. Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and you get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Looking to throw, McCarthy. Has some room to work. And that's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings get it back to within 2 possessions. Jordan Addison, the touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
Reichert on for the point after.
The extra point.
The point after splits the uprights. And the Vikings shave some of the lead. It's down now to 12.
Eagles 42, Vikings 30.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. This return starts at the 5. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line. The Eagles and quarterback Jalen Hurts ready to go once more on offense. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Handoff headed right, Barkley. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground, you can throw beyond the sticks, and really create some indecision now defensively.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Josh Metellus on the tackle. A gain of 9 yards. First down, Eagles.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
First down throwing for Hurts. Drops it off to Barkley, complete. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
At the 49-yard line.
Second and 3 now. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. And he could have a free play here. Finds him over the middle. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him.
Still first down.
A bit jumpy across the way there, and that halves the distance ahead of him on first down. They'll run here following the penalty. And this drives him back at a field goal range, Brock, as he's stopped for loss of yardage. Minnesota spends its second time out here.
A loss of 2.
And with another one
Brings
gone,
up
they're going to have just
second down
one remaining this
at the
game.
Vikings 42-yard line.
Second down now, 7 to go. They go to Barkley again. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Now we get a pause, Brock, as the defense uses its final timeout, so the clock only going to stop again at our 2-minute warning.
And an Eagle first down.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. First down, and they go right back to it. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Going to be second down.
One thing I can say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Second and 9 at the 31-yard line.
It's the 2-minute warning here in Minneapolis. Eagles holding a 12-point lead. They'll come to the line here, second and 9. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. On second down, here's Barkley. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him 4 on that run. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune third down situation.
Barkley gets it on 3rd down. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
So on 4th down, on comes the Eagles kicker, Jake Elliott, for the try. From the right hash, about 45 yards out. Elliott connects there. And go ahead and make this a 15-point game now.
That kick, well, throws a roadblock up on some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game and really leaves only 1 remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it. And we know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff.
To kick off for Philadelphia.
Return starts at the 3. Showing a little burst so far. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line. The Vikings back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. Brought in left side by Jefferson. And he'll get it up to the 44.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Here he goes, one final shot. That's cut and stride by Addison. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. So the Eagles will fly out of here with a road win. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. So for Brock Ewart, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners as we bid you farewell from Minneapolis.